Broken first here on Times Now. We were the first to tell you that the poll panel will be announcing the schedule for the assembly elections today. We have the time as well. 4 p.m. the EC will be holding a press conference, and in that the schedule is set to be announced. More details are coming in. My colleagues Siddharth, Pragya, Ridhita, Dharini are joining us on this broadcast as we build up to the big press conference of the Election Commission. Going across to Pragya, who's joining us on the phone line. Pragya, poll dates are to be announced today. High stakes battle for the BJP, lot at stake, because in the crucial states of Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to make stronger inroads. In Bengal too, the Prime Minister sounded the poll bugle. Siddharth too is with us, but Pragya, take us through the latest details.
The Election Commission is scheduled to hold a press conference around 4 today, and in fact we are given to understand that dates of all the 5 states and UTs going for election, namely Assam, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Kerala and Puducherry, they are going to be announced by the Election Commission. We had seen SIR taking place in all these states and UTs, and we had also seen that the window for appeals in the final electoral rolls for Assam, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry is already over. We are given to understand that ECI wants fewer phases in these upcoming polls. Remember, in 2021, West Bengal has 8 phases elections, and Assam had also 3-phase elections. This time, what Election Commission is aiming at is a lesser phase and more, given the fact that there is a violence in West Bengal during elections, more security, more CAPF deployment is what they are looking at. But you are absolutely right that these are high-stake poll battles, be it West Bengal, be it Tamil Nadu or Kerala for that matter as well. BJP believes that they have some chances to have a stronger party existence in the assembly section this time in Kerala. And in fact, the party has already started gearing up for the elections as well. We are expecting that the Election Commission will declare the dates of all the 5 UTs and states going for the poll this time.
Let's now decode what these elections mean for all the important players, starting with the state of West Bengal, going across to Siddharth, my colleague. Siddharth, Bengal is going to be a prestige fight for the Bharatiya Janata Party. We've been seeing the kind of dangal that took place in the state yesterday. The rhetoric too has been extremely vicious, with both sides trading barbs and charges. We've also seen how there were protests held against CC Gyanesh Kumar. There was a heated exchange that took place between the Trinamool Congress and Gyanesh Kumar in the meeting over SIR. If you could decode what Bengal means for both the BJP, the TMC and also for other players. Okay, we have R. Rajagopalan also, but first up, going across to Siddharth, who's decoding what the battle for Bengal means this time.
In a nutshell, it's been a very interesting build-up indeed, Sagarika, a very vitriolic and acrimonious build-up, particularly involving the BJP and the TMC. Let's also not forget that Mamata Banerjee herself made a court appearance in one of the hearings in the Supreme Court pertaining to the hearings that are being held over the SIR. Let's also not forget that the raids that have been carried out on the premises of IPAC, where she also made an appearance while those raids were actually underway. And the BJP has, of course, emerged as the most formidable competitor to the Trinamool Congress, but it did face a setback, Sagarika, if you'll remember, in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, where its own tally in the Lok Sabha from West Bengal fell from 18 to 12. So will it now be able to make amends for that in the assembly election going forward, where the TMC, at least in the Lok Sabha, appear to be in the ascendancy there as far as West Bengal is concerned? It's a very high stakes battle indeed, and time and again we've seen the BJP talk about the prospects of winning more than 200 seats in the West Bengal elections. Have they mapped out that strategy very well this time round in what's been a very heated build-up? High stakes battle. Very interestingly, before you go to Mr. Rajgopalan, last time, like Pragya said, the states were held in, the elections were held in 8 phases in West Bengal. That did not go down very well with the TMC, that had made a series of accusations thereafter against the Election Commission of India, but that was also an election that was taking place right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to sources this time round, it might be a 2-phase election in West Bengal that might not necessarily be met with a great deal of resistance on the part of the TMC. We'll wait and see as to what happens in that press conference and what the TMC has to say thereafter.
And Siddharth, SIR has been the focal point of the attack of the opposition. across the country when it comes to the way the poll rolls are being made leaner. Now, let me go across to Mr. Rajagopalan. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on this broadcast. The EC is going to announce poll days, but I want to get your comments specifically on the battle for Tamil Nadu. This time, the equations have changed. We have a new player, a new entrant in the fray, and there's a lot of talk, lot of conversation around Vijay. What will these elections look like in Tamil Nadu for the BJP, for the DMK, for the new players as well?
2026 Tamil Nadu election will be one deciding factor, the important deciding factor. Tamil Nadu is facing anti-incumbency against the DMK government because of the drug, because of the menace of illicit liquor, etc. My understanding is Vijay is going to play a crucial role. Vijay is important, and moreover, Vijay, fortunately, he's also coincidentally in Delhi. Now things are going to be very, very crucial for Vijay to make up his mind whether he is going to go alone or go with NDA or, not to contest. So this crucial decision is for Vijay only. But Vijay has a lot of attraction among the youngsters. Vijay is also a force in Tamil Nadu. He has been talking against, addressing the meetings against DMK, especially against the chief minister. So therefore, the youngsters below 35 years are enamored and crazy about Vijay's entry. Things will be definitely settling down. Vijay has not yet announced his alliance partner. He said he will go alone. In the interest of Tamil Nadu, Vijay is going to take a very crucial decision today at 6 p.m.
So the Vijay factor is going to be an important factor. Mr. Rajagopalan, thank you for joining us on this broadcast, but we will come back to take your comments on what the battle for Kerala means this time with Sabrimala in the focus. Let me also go across to Ridhita, my colleague Dharani, who's also with us, and also Anamika. All of them tracking key developments from the poll-bound states. First up, Dharani, to you. You heard Mr. Rajagopalan speak about the Vijay factor, but for the DMK, we've been seeing the push on welfare schemes, how the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is wooing women voters too with his welfare push. How do you look at both NDA and the opposition and the INDA, I beg your pardon, in the state of Tamil Nadu? How are they going head to head? Is it a head to head fight, or is it going to be a tough challenge?
Well, if we look at numbers, last time the DMK contested in 188 seats and they were able to secure victory in 133. Likewise, the ADMK contested in 191 and they were able to win 66 seats, and that is how the ADMK became the opposition party in 2021. And this time, as you rightly said, it is not only the DMK, be it the ADMK-led NDA or Vijay's Tamil Vetri Kalagam, all of them, they are keeping their hopes high on the women voters of Tamil Nadu. If you look at the poll promises of all these three factions, it looks very similar. The DMK has told that if they come to power, they'll give a monthly assistance of rupees 2,000 to women. The ADMK has also made a similar poll promise with the exact same number, rupees 2,000 for all the women, monthly. And Vijay's Tamil Vetri Kalagam has in fact gone a step ahead, and they've told that they'll give a monthly monetary assistance of rupees 2,500 to all the women. So the poll promises that are being made by these political parties in terms of the women voters, in their attempts to woo the women voters, they look very similar in nature. In fact, right now we have a free bus scheme for women that is currently ongoing in Tamil Nadu. Women can travel in all the city and town buses for free. And both the ADMK and Vijay Tamil Vetri Kalagam, they've told that they will in fact improve this scheme if they come to power. So definitely the women voters will play a very crucial role in deciding the winner in the upcoming assembly elections. And as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the number of women voters is in fact higher than the number of male voters. So women will play a very crucial factor in deciding who is going to be the winner at the end.
Right.
And of course we also have to talk about the DMK's alliance this time. This time the DMK has more than 15 parties in its alliance. This includes the Congress left parties, Kamal Hassan's Makkal Needumayam, Vidudalai Sirthaikal Katchi, UML, etc. So it is a tightly packed alliance, and late leader Vijay Khan's DMDK also joined the DMK alliance recently. Right. On the other hand, the NDA has also been getting stronger day after day. They have TTV Dinakaran's Amma Makkal Munettra Kalagam, of course the BJP is there, and Patali Makkal Katchi of the Anbumani Ramathas, which very predominant among the one-year community that is a part of the NDA alliance. So the NDA has also been strengthening itself day
war
after
of
day.
alliances. It's a battle of alliances in the state of Tamil Nadu. But yes, can the BJP make gains in Tamil Nadu, where DMK is strong and is only getting stronger? Let me once again, before I come across to Ridhita and my colleague Anamika, to talk about the poll factors in Assam and in the state of West Bengal. Siddharth, after the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, the two big elections where the BJP saw gains in assembly elections were in Delhi and in Bihar. But 2026 is a different gambit altogether. Here, the states that are going to polls have, satraps in power. And these are leaders who are giving the NDA a very, very strong challenge nationally as well. Be it the state of Tamil Nadu, be it the state of Kerala, or be it the state of West Bengal. What does the larger challenge look like? Get us the national picture.
So the national picture here is about the national footprint, particularly of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the extent to which it manages to make inroads, Sagarika, in states where traditionally it's not been very strong. West Bengal, remember that in 2021, while the BJP was being talked about in some circles as a party that could comfortably win over 120 to 150 seats, it did manage to win only a little over 70. And the number of assembly segments that it led in 2024 also happened to come down. However, there was a very encouraging sign for the Bharatiya Janata Party in both the states of Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala, where it's traditionally been quite weak. The BJP actually managed to increase its vote share to 11% in the Tamil Nadu Lok Sabha election. However, it did contest many more seats than it otherwise would have, as it was leading an alliance this time round. Whether or not it manages to translate that vote share into something significant this time to alter the dynamics of the political landscape in terms of the results in the Tamil Nadu election remains to be seen, if not necessarily emerge as an outright winner. It is, of course, an alliance with the AIDMK, so it's undergone a recalibration in terms of its own strategy. It led an alliance in 2024 in the Lok Sabha in Tamil Nadu. It's now decided to be a junior partner in the alliance with the AIDMK this time round. In Kerala as well, it was welcome news for the BJP in 2024 when it managed to win a parliamentary constituency for the very first time, a Lok Sabha constituency this time of Thrissur.
Yes.
Whether or not that increased vote share this time round results into something more tangible for the BJP in terms of gains in Kerala remains to be seen. Of course, it's alternated all the time between the UDF and the LDF. However, the LDF did break a trend in 2016 and 2021, having won 2 elections in a row. Will they make it 3 times in a row? Will the UDF be in the ascendancy? And will the BJP's increased vote share, it hopes, emerge as some kind of a... will it complicate the battle between the UDF and the LDF in the state of Kerala? That is something that one will have to keep an eye on. As far as Puducherry is concerned, we must also mention that there the governments have alternated between the Congress party and the AINR Congress, which is currently in power. There's friction within the NDA camp, including the AINR Congress and the BJP, and the differences that the AINR Congress has with the Lieutenant Governor there, and of course the contentious issue of statehood for Puducherry as well. So that's a factor that could play a role in the outcome. In Assam, will the BJP manage to make it 3 in a row, having won very comprehensively in 2016 and in 2021? Issues such as illegal immigration, the series of allegations leveled by Himanta Biswa Sarma against his Congress competitor Gaurav Gogoi, and the counter allegations that we witnessed, all of this will of course play a role in one way or the other in deciding the outcome. But the BJP's primary focus will be to increase its national footprint and emerge as a more formidable force than it has been in the past, principally in the states of West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, as well as Kerala.
So will BJP increase its national footprint in the year 2026? Today, the Election Commission will be announcing the poll schedule. The press conference is set to take place at 4 p.m. For viewers joining us on this broadcast, our sources are also telling us that in the states of Tamil Nadu and in the states of Kerala, the elections could be held in single phases. But what's going to happen in the state of West Bengal, that is going to be our top focus. Let me go across to Ridhita. Ridhita, only yesterday we saw the Prime Minister, going all out against the Trinamool Congress in his rally. At the same time, we also saw the dangal that took place with the claims being made of the attack and the stone pelting and the claims being made by the TMC and the probe that is underway. In the state of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee has unleashed a battle cry against the BJP on the issue of SIR. Give us a quick roundup of all the top controversial issues that are dominating the discourse in Bengal?
Well, absolutely. You see, prior to the elections, already Bengal is heated up completely. At one side, when we see TMC has been voicing up against the SIR issue repetitively. Earlier this week, we also had seen CEC being in the city where go back slogans were given to him, irrespective of the places and mandirs that he had been visiting. Posters has been up, not only for the CEC, but also for Prime Minister Modi during his visit yesterday. We had seen cutout of its head from his posters and also go back slogans for Prime Minister Modi being placed at various high spots of the city. Not only this, we had seen that our challenging controversy or a complication has been laid out between the CEC and Chandrima Bhattacharya of the TMC party, where an exchange or heated exchange of word has happened during the meeting, while a 15-minute span that was given to the party to address to the CEC. So at that time also we had seen TMC has been claiming that Bengal is being soft targeted, Bengalis are being soft targeted, and this has been their agenda since the past few months. Given to this, we also see that BJP has been stating that there is a number of dead or duplicated voters whose names are going to be cut off from the list, and now to the adjudication list, that the numbers that we have of 63 lakh voters and the 58 lakh voters who has been chopped off of the list sums to this equal amount. So TMC is now claiming that CEC has been working, or the Election Commission, which is supposed to be a very neutral agency, has been working to the blueprints of BJP, and that is why we see the figure exactly quoted by BJP is now being cut out. So the 63 lakhs voters who are under adjudication, Mamata Banerjee had also laid out a dharna this entire week, where she had been protesting for over 5 days, even while the full panel of EC was there, and for which there was a speculation of the election dates to be released later in Bengal. However, after the CEC's press conference, we get to understand that Bengal might have its elections spanned out in 2 or 3 phases, given to the high level of violence that is seen in Bengal.
All right.
And also the
Will
CEC
polls
has
in
mentioned
Bengal be held in lesser phases this time? Sources are giving out some indications, but we'll get to know only at 4 p.m. Going across to Anamika. Anamika, we've been talking about the state of Assam, and you've been covering politics in Assam. Yes, there has been a heated exchange of allegations between the Chief Minister of the state, Himanta Biswa Sarma, and Gaurav Gogoi, and the fact that Himanta Biswa Sarma has put the focus on alleged links with Pakistan. But tell us about the other factors at play. Also tell us about the role of the AIUDF. Explain to us what's at stake for each player.
Well, see, all eyes on the Election Commission, and dates are likely to be decided today itself after the 4 p.m. And let me tell you that, yes, CM Himanta Biswa Sarma, he is a key role, he's maintaining a key role in Assam, and as we have seen that mostly areas in Assam are dominated by the BJP, that is the NDA government. And let me tell you, as you have mentioned about the AIDF, this Badruddin Ajmal, the president of the particular party, who is not contesting this time, and even we have seen multiple changes in their party, because in certain areas, the Char areas, basically that is a particular area where Brahmaputra make a small temporary islands in that particular area, where the minority population are mostly into those areas. Right. We have seen that
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Anamika, as we talk about the role of key players in the state of Assam. But Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan also with us on the phone line. Madhav, 4 o'clock, all eyes are going to be on the Election Commission's press conference. But what's the inside scoop that you're tracking as we build up to the PC?
Well, a couple of things, Sagarika, will be very important to watch out for. Of course, the number of phases in West Bengal has been a hotly contested issue, and we are understanding, at least what sources are indicating to me, is that we are going to see all, state announcement. There was some speculation because of the issues related to the SR and the challenges that had been given, whether West Bengal would go along with the other states or not. But certainly, of course, West Bengal will be an interesting one to watch. Kerala and Tamil Nadu, as well as Puducherry, no surprises in terms of a single phase poll that we expect, and judging by past patterns, that's likely to take place perhaps amongst the first phases itself. Whether that changes this time around or not remains to be seen, because there were complaints coming in from those states that while they went to polls amongst the first phases itself, they had to wait for several phases of other states such as West Bengal to be completed, which meant that the entire poll process from the voting to the counting was almost another month as well. So one will have to see how these announcements happen and the nature of these announcements, because the very election commission itself has, of course, more recently opposition parties for what they call is a vitiation of the level playing field. Will that be the similar charge that they will level against the election commission after the poll schedule announcement remains to be seen. But in any case, the 5 state elections that are expected, as per the past pattern, the polls expected to be announced, the schedule expected to be announced at 4 p.m. What is also very important from the perspective of the political parties, particularly the state governments, is that the model code of conduct comes into effect, and therefore no scheme which in any way could influence the voters in terms of special schemes for special categories of persons can be announced now by the state government. So that is going to be a very, very important thing as well to watch out for. And clearly, of course, we see violations of the model code of conduct in certain states in the past. Whether that will happen this time around, but in any case, it's the election commission that will have to then take the appropriate action for this. So really gearing up for those assembly polls. What's also very interesting to note, Sagarika, is that it was on February 26th in the year 2021 that the poll schedule announcement happened. So we are already running about a fortnight late, or a little over a fortnight late in terms of the schedule announcement is concerned. Now, what is the impact that that will have on the actual poll dates, and whether that will also be further set back by about 17 days, or whether there will be a shorter period of time? These are going to be the more crucial finer points of the poll schedule announcement that we'll be watching out for, and of course the reactions of the various political parties.
All right. Thank you so much, Madhav, for joining us with all those inside details. But before I go across to our colleague Rajesh, who's joining us on the phone line, Siddharth, my colleague, is with us. Siddharth, as we talk about and we build up to the press conference of the Election Commission, there's news coming in about how an important player this time in Tamil Nadu elections, that is TVK chief Vijay, actor turned politician, he has reached a CBI office for the 3rd round of questioning in connection with the Karur stampede. Now, Siddharth, in Tamil Nadu itself, Vijay, Vijay has a headache for which side this time? Whose vote will suffer most if Vijay turns out to be a dominant force?
Well, that's a $1 million question. Vijay enjoys a huge following among the women electorate of Tamil Nadu, which is why the DMK, which is the ruling dispensation in Tamil Nadu, has also recently gone into overdrive in doling out a series of welfare schemes specifically targeting the women electorate in the state of Tamil Nadu. It remains to be seen as to what kind of an impact Vijay has electorally, but according to several experts, Sagarika, he is expected to cause adequate damage to every single major political party in the fray in Tamil Nadu. So if he has the potential to actually cut into DMK votes, he equally has the potential to also cut into the AIDMK votes and its alliances votes as well.
Right.
The big question, of course, is that will he reach a position as a result of the outcome of the election to become a virtual kingmaker of sorts? Whether that's a premature assessment, we'll have to, of course, wait and see as to once the elections actually happen and the results come out. But he's expected, according to several experts, to cause enough heartburn in both the major alliances in the fray in Tamil Nadu.
And like we're talking to all our colleagues here, thank you, Siddharth, for getting us that comprehensive analysis of the poll-bound states. But Rajesh, my colleague, is also with us. Rajesh, one question on everyone's mind, and our sources are also telling us, how many phases this time will be held in the state of West Bengal? Elections will be held over how many phases? And, if sources are to be believed, it could be lesser than what it was in the previous elections. What are your sources telling you?
Exactly. When all the political parties, especially 8 recognized political parties, met Election Commissioner of India last week, when the Ganesh Kumar, along with all of the full bench of Election Commission, arrived in Kolkata and held meetings with all the political parties. That time, the delegation team of most of the political parties requested Election Commission of India to hold election in at least 1 to 2 phases. But Election Commission of India will declare the phases today at around 4 p.m. But it's expected that Election Commission of India to hold election in the assembly election in the state of West Bengal in at least 2 phases. We have seen this. Assembly election in West Bengal was conducted in several phases, at least 7 to 8 phases earlier in the last time when election was conducted.
In the previous elections. This time around, will it be down to 2 phases? But all of us will only find out at 4 p.m. when the Election Commission announces the poll schedule. biggest build-up with the most comprehensive analysis and the biggest panel of political experts all day today here on Times Now. Stay with us, taking a short break. Thanking all my colleagues for joining us on this broadcast. Time for us to slip into a short commercial break.